Simeon, you're from Pine Bluff. I'm trying to remember. Did they recruit you? I mean, did they offer you? I assume.
Yes, sir, they did.
Um, Obviously, you've done well here at Arkansas and got a scholarship, and that's great. But did you give much thought to going to UAPB and just being from Pine Bluff? What do you think about Arkansas playing UAPB? How it's a pretty historical game.
Oh yeah, I think I gave it a little thought. Arkansas ended up telling me how I could work for a scholarship, and I felt like that'd be a great choice for me. And I feel like it's a real honor to go back home and be playing a hometown team that I've seen since I've really grown up.
Being from Pine Bluff, I know obviously all the UAPB players are from Pine Bluff, but how excited do you think those kids are to play you guys, to play the Razorbacks?
I think they're gonna be very excited. They get to play a bigger school, and also I get to see a lot of old school friends that I went to junior high with, high school, elementary school, stuff like that.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Nate?
Yes, I mean, I guess how many of those guys do you know real well at UAPB and maybe you played with at Pine Bluff?
It's a great amount of them. A lot of them probably have left since this is around my 5th year, but I still know quite a few, probably about 10 to 15 players on that team that I would play with when I was young.
All right, Hodge.
Simeon, how would you say Miles Slusher has stepped into that role since Jalen went down, and how do you think he's handling all that?
Miles Slusher, he's a very athletic kid. He's very gifted. He has a lot of skills. He works his skills a lot. He has great hips, great breaks, and he's growing up right in front of our eyes. He's learning how the game flows more. He's getting the game speed down. I feel like he's done a wonderful job of stepping up for us and helping us be a great defense. It's always the next man up mentality, and that's why we build depth in our spring and our fall camps.
And Dominique, we don't really talk about Traylon Burks much because it almost seems like that's what we expect him to do. But what have you made of his season so far?
I mean, Traylon Burks, he's just Traylon Burks. He comes to practice every day. He works hard. Obviously, he makes plays on the field, but even off the field, he's a great dude. Just fun to be around. And then like to see the work that he puts in, like every day at practice, the way he handles practice, the mentality that he has going on the field, just knowing that he needs to dominate everybody and going out there dominating everybody it's incredible to watch.
And it's also great to see him make those catches on other people besides us. So that's something very good to see.
Tom?
Yeah, Dominique, Sam Pittman said to us on Monday that all the things going on in the running back room, that the one thing he'd like to see is you getting more carries. I wonder if you heard about this and what you think.
I mean, they don't talk to me about the carries. We don't really discuss the carries, but I'm not upset with the amount of carries that I'm getting right now. I mean, everybody is doing their job with the amount of carries that they're getting. You see Deuce get the ball. He's a blaze. You see Rocky get in there. He pounds the ball. I get in there. I pound the ball. It's just different styles of running that we all can have. And then, yeah, it's just hard for another team to stop the running style that we bring to the field every game.
Yeah, and of all the guys who've gotten an opportunity this year, you might have taken advantage of yours as well as anybody. Did you? I don't want to say have you surprised yourself, but did you know that you could, come out here and you're averaging 6.6 yards a carry and you got 4 touchdowns?
Oh yes, sir. I know that I can do everything that I'm doing right now. I come to practice. I work hard just like everyone else. I put my head down. I don't say anything. I come to work. I really love playing football. I love being physical. I know that that's me. I mean, I'm a bigger back. Obviously, I know I can pound the ball, but also if you give me a crease, I can run really well. I mean, I just do the best I can with the carries that I get.
Gotcha. And Simeon, real quick, just a scouting report maybe on Pine Bluff. What do you see out of their offense?
They're a very athletic group. They have great speed with their receivers. They have 2 quarterbacks. They play both quarterbacks. They have great arms. They're both can hit you with the read option game. I feel like we're just going to make sure that we do our job. Whatever 11 on the field on defense, we just make sure we do our job. And I feel like we're going to have the outcome that we're expecting.
Yeah, and we've seen some younger guys in the secondary this week, maybe getting some more reps this week. What do you think of that?
I think that's good for them. It's great experience. And we have a lot of depth. We pride ourselves on being as good as the person that's in the lineup at that time. So if you're on the field, you have a chance to make that play. And I'm very confident in every defensive back and every position that we have, even if it's a younger guy, they're going to do their job. That's how we train. That's what we do.
Thanks.
Nate?
Yeah, Dominique, I was wondering that one day they put you at tight end. Just kind of what did it take to convince the staff to give you another shot at running back?
When I went to tight end, I was still at running back. So I was splitting reps with both the tight end group and the running back group. So when they moved me to tight end, I would go there and I would go off, like go full speed. Then I'll get moved back to running back for a couple plays, and I'll just basically make the most of my running back plays, like go as hard as I can and show them that I'm still a running back that they recruited.
Thank you.
All right, Bob, finish it off, please.
Simeon, obviously losing Jalen Catalon, that's be a big hit for any team, but how have you guys reacted to that? And you were talking about the depth a minute ago. Do you feel good that you guys have the depth to overcome losing a great player like Jalen?
Yes, I definitely feel like we have the depth. Losing Calvin is a big loss because we all know how he plays the game. We know how he goes about the game. He takes the game more serious than almost anyone that I've ever seen. But while working with him, we were able to get his mentality, and we bring that mentality to our room. So just losing him don't do nothing but bring a bigger edge to us. We feel like we want to play harder just for him because we know how much he will want to be out there on the field with us.
And Dominic, the other day we were on the Zoom asking the guys about that block you had at Ole Miss. I can't remember who it was you laid out, but you laid him out pretty good. Ty Clary was saying that makes, seeing a running back do that makes an offensive line want to block even harder. Not that they weren't blocking hard before, but could you describe that play and just kind of, is that as much fun as scoring a touchdown, laying out a guy like that? Or how does that compare to making a big run or scoring a TD or something?
Oh, okay, so actually the first time that we had run a play a couple plays before that play, and I had actually overran the man. So I didn't see him the first time. So when I was running to the sideline, and then Malik Hornsby, he was like, slow down next time, you overran the man. So I'm like, okay. So we ran a play again like a couple plays later, and I had seen him right there. And then at practice, I just love like practicing like near foot, near shoulder, because I'm really good at it. Like I crack people at practice.
Yeah, he definitely does it in practice.
So when I got my opportunity in the game, I just made the most of it. And it was a big block, and then it made me happy to see that I can make that block for KJ.
Well, what was the reaction like when you guys were looking at film as a team? Maybe the next day, did the room go crazy, or kind of what was it like for you getting to watch it?
Yeah, I was probably the talk of practice for about a week for that block. So everybody was hyping me up about it. Like the whole team is excited when I make blocks like that. They all love to see that, and it keeps me wanting to make more blocks like that.
We're back and better than ever. A new web interface to start the basketball season and more props, odds, and lines than ever before. BetOnline remains your #1 spot for all basketball and football action this season. Head to the new updated desktop or mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code BELIEVE50 to receive your bonus. That's BLEAV 50 to receive your bonus. From basketball, football, and baseball postseason, NHL, boxing, and UFC, right to your favorite Vegas casino games. Don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts.